As always, we're trying out the latest build. I'm gonna go over the changes real quick. This is actually the third build this week. I did some early builds on, I think, Monday and Tuesday. I forget the exact days. It was early in the week. I did some early builds, and this build was done today. I'm gonna go into spectator mode real quick. Well, actually, we'll do that in a second. So let me go over the changes. I'm gonna skip the early. Actually, let me go over the early changes too, since I did in playtest. This is probably useful. So basically, actually it's a long list. 20. Okay, I'm just gonna go over today's changes. The 23rd was Tuesday. Sunday. Okay, and I'll go over everything from the midweek. Wow, I didn't realize that there was so much earlier in the week. Yeah, so that early midweek update actually had a lot of changes. The plasma factor got baked in. From now forward, doesn't mean we're done with the plasma factor. But now forward, any balance changes for plasma factor will be done on a per weapon basis. So the heavy cannon and the plasma cannon and the multi-tool are the three weapons that are plasma based. In terms of the way they affect shields, and if one of them feels like it's a little bit too strong, then I'll lower their plasma factor. If it's a little bit too weak, I'll increase it. I ended up baking a value around 0.3, but I do feel like it's going to take some time before we really know the weapon balance, because that change was pretty impactful. The other change was that I introduced the new racing variants. Racing variants basically frees up another hardpoint because you no longer need to equip the advanced targeting computer to get your pips. You can equip the racing variant for combat. Think of it as a variant of the three different ships designed specifically for racing, so it doesn't need an advanced targeting computer, but it has a little bit more pep, a little bit more acceleration. Now, some pilots might, willingly make that, unconventional choice to use a racing variant in combat. So it's not meant to be balanced, because honestly, you would need a lot more of an acceleration boost to compensate for not having pips. But now that there's other ways of enjoying no pip combat, I didn't feel like those two things needed to be balanced. It's not like the old ATC was truly balanced. ATC was the sort of better overall choice most of the time. So you still have silent running. You want to deny your opponent their pips at a cost. You have nebulas that you can fly into. Currently as a mission parameter, so I think it's a nice. We've gone over this many times in the past, but I feel like this really hits a nice trade-off where you have the pips in there, which are clearly the right choice, I feel, for new players, because flying without pips is it's like throwing somebody into a storm on day one. But you have multiple ways to experience that if you like it, which I find is quite enjoyable. So I'm happy with the way it is, and really having that extra hard point is really nice. But definitely there's new loadouts, including triple weapons. And actually that's one of the things I changed this week, is Zopto realized that, hey, there's no third pip, and that's because before it was impossible. I sound good? Okay, thanks. Thanks, honey. And so I added the third pip, so you can actually do a triple weapon loadout. Of course, without tri-gun turned on, you need to use 3 different weapons, so you have to balance the different pips. That's one of the disadvantages of triple weapons. Otherwise, everybody just put 3 of their favorite weapons, and that'd be the end of a loadout variety. And it wouldn't be nearly as interesting as different types of weapons at the same time. The one exception to that actually is now the multi-tool. So the multi-tool is just a rename of the repair tool. Since it was already a bit of a multi-tool, you could use it for repairs. You could also use it for salvaging. Now it also works as a weapon. Now on the light fighter and the heavy fighter, it's not that great, but those fighters are much more maneuverable. On the bomber, because it has a stronger version of the multi-tool with the higher rate of fire, it's not half bad. It's not as good as the plasma cannon, but since it has the same projectile velocity as the plasma cannon, an interesting bomber build is actually multi-tool plasma cannon. Now that's the only 2 weapons in the game that share a pip. But the plasma cannon has never been the strongest build, and because of its low projectile velocity, even though they do share that pip, you get a little bit of extra rate of fire, but still doesn't feel OP. And it's kind of interesting build. if you're flying the multi-tool, and let's say like the munitions unit or cargo hold, maybe you're focused on support. I can think of it almost like, you know, you're a cleric. But if you have the multi-tool and the plasma cannon, it's almost like a paladin. This is like this workhorse, because plasma cannon is also quite good for salvaging, and it'll be good for mining as well. It's really good at breaking up things in pieces. If somebody gets in your face, though, you can put out quite a lot of plasma, and it's pretty fun. I tried that out a little bit during the middle of the week. There was some other changes. I got rid of the old speed test parameters after having tasted it. Fixed some bugs. But yeah, I'm not going to go into read that right now. Let's talk more about today's builds. So there were some more low, you know, my main focus has been on the low-level stuff. There's some more low-level performance improvements, networking improvements in this build. It's been really great going through all the code and, you know, improving it significantly. There's a new test parameter since the old ones got phased out. There's two of them. There's the outspeed version 3. The point of that is it's a new variation on speed limits that tries to keep the combat very similar to how it was, while keeping team fights closer together. I think it's going to help a lot with team fights. It's going to help a lot with working with the wingman. I really like that. It's also going to work really well with the new fuel that's coming online. Basically, if you want to keep the really high speeds, you're going to have to burn fuel. You're going to have to use power burn. Once you power burn to high speed, though, you can use a forward boost to maintain it. If you're not forward boosting your power burning, then you're gradually going to lose that speed and go back to your regular forward thrust speed. That's also going to has interesting repercussions in terms of like battlefield intelligence. Is anybody going at those higher speeds, you're going to have smoke trails coming from them. But overall, from the early testing, version 1 and version 2, weren't there, but version 3 is feeling pretty good. And the idea came basically from the Nebula testing, having experience with that and how that influenced combat. It just basically gives us the same top speeds that we normally have. And again, this doesn't impact racing. There was a bug in the previous build where it did. Racing is the same as before. But it feels really good in my opinion. But I'm curious to see how it feels today now with more players. And so yeah, so version 3 is there. We also baked in the color changes from last week, so now you get the purple Vulcans, and you have the correct lighting effects and explosion effects. Flak is red, although Box did post a feedback in the feedback, which means I might consider changing it one more time, because I thought the feedback made sense. Maybe making the plasma cannon purple, then you no longer have two yellowish projectiles, with the GAT also being yellowish, and then you do red Flak, yellowish GAT, orange-ish Vulcan, blue heavy cannon, and purple plasma cannon, and then green multi-tool. I think those colors might actually be pretty nice. Although if I do change the colors one more time, that'll probably be the last time I touch the colors for a while, because it's a little bit annoying to change them. I won't go into low-level details why, but different parts are drawn by different things, and Unity, the way high-definition colors work and the glow works, it's not easy to just have like one number where I can just change everything instantly. Also, the way I had to recolor the textures, it's a little bit more work than you think. But now that I've done it, I just did it for plasma cannon, and for Vulcan and Flak. It's fresh in my mind. The steps, it's just a matter of grinding through that real quick. Won't be too hard. Okay. There was a bug with the G-load alarm that Zopto pointed out, and then I went ahead and removed the G-load alarm. But I did fix the bug, and it caught sort of an API issue that I fixed. But the other thing you're gonna notice is when you get into the game, you're gonna have the new alarm sounds from Antonio by default. Those were in the previous build, but you needed to map the reload audio key. Now it's on by default, so everybody's, more people are gonna be exposed to it. So if you have feedback on the audio alarms, post in the audio feedback channel. Be specific, what sound, what is you like about it, what you don't like about it. I'll forward that along to Antonio. Keep in mind that since you're used to the old alarms, it does take some time for people to get used to new sounds. I know there's a few sounds that at first I wasn't so sure about, but the more I got used to them, the more I liked them. So if you do post that feedback, let me know how long you've been playing the game, if it's somebody who hasn't, how familiar were the old alarms. Because it does change a lot whether you're exposed to it over and over again or not. But overall, I really like them. The main change I did is I did lots of individual changes to basically prevent the alarms from being overwhelming and being played all at the same time, especially with these new alarms where they sound more like they're part of the family. That also means they're a little more similar to one another. So by having them play more intelligently, I think the new alarms work better. And one of the things I did is I got rid of the G-load alarm and a couple others. The reason I got rid of the G-load is that it really didn't serve any purpose. Now it was still useful maybe from an atmosphere perspective. Zolt was telling me that he just, unlike some people, different people have different tastes, he actually likes lots of alarms blaring, so he likes that sense of tension and like just being overwhelmed. And the G-load alarm definitely added to that. But I got rid of it because, you know, the visual effects really do just so much better job as to how far you are closing to G-load, that the G-load alarm really wasn't adding much. The sound is still there, but I disabled it for now. Similar reasoning, the radar lost alarm is gone. It was just not adding enough value for the additional load to the sound system. And keep in mind, we're going to be adding more and more sounds. So just like with colors in a painting, if you have just too much sounds, it just becomes harder and harder for them to work well together. So I'm cutting out stuff that just doesn't make sense. The launch alarm for SRSs, short-range sword missiles, got cut as well. The homing alarm's still there when they get close enough to be a threat, but there's no reason to have a launch alarm. They're only radar range. There's no launch alarm for any close-range weapons, so it didn't make sense for that. It's there for LRMs where it makes sense. I also swapped some of the alarms. There were some alarms that were very in your face, even though they were for things that weren't nearly as scary. So like the scariest alarm is, for example, maybe shield failure. So I used the old high damage alarm for shield failure where it made more sense. I also cut some of the alarm sounds, made them shorter. Some of them were a little bit too long. Tweaked the volume on a few of them. And I'll be sharing that with Antonio so you can do another sort of polish pass on them. But overall, it just feels way better. And I feel like they've struck a much better balance than last week. Of course, you can still customize it. The defaults are, everything is on, but I made sure that the defaults felt good. But, you know, some people like a really silent cockpit, so you can turn stuff off. Also, Boggs gave me a very good recommendation where, let's see, you have this, and I've never seen any other space game that I know of do this, but a lot of games have like impact warnings. Now you can turn, by default, the impact warning is still set to full, which means it'll ring for impacts in any direction. But under cockpit, you set it to narrow, and if the point of impact is within the sort of center of your view, you know, it's close to the edges of the view, it'll still ring. It won't ring because, hello, you know, if you're flying straight at a wall, you can visually see that you're about to hit the wall. So you can try setting it to narrow and see what you guys think. I still kind of like the alarm because I'm not as good at pilot as Box is. But I tend to crash into things more, so I kept it on full by default since I think it's maybe a more newbie-friendly default, but it's actually pretty nice, and it does have the benefit that if you do hear that impact warning, you know it's something that's outside of your field of view, so it brings attention to that. But I'm really happy with the way that turned out, and actually reused that logic for the under attack alarm. That's the radar under attack alarm, where if somebody on radar attacks you, it won't ring it if they're like right in your face anymore. Or in this, you know, this VR ready and mouse look padlock, so it's literally what your pilot's looking at. So it's only gonna ring if it's somebody's attacking you on radar and you're not looking at them. And also made sure that alarm didn't play if that person that's firing is your target, whereas previously it was if they weren't in your radar's forward cone of view. So that this is a much better way of doing it. And it means if you do get that under attack warning, it's way more relevant, and it's way more useful. So I like that change a lot. The radar threat detected, it's a little ping sound when an enemy comes on radar. Now it only goes up to 4. So if you're flying, so the first 4 enemies that get on radar, it'll actually ring. But after that, the 5th enemy joins the battle, and the 6th, it won't keep ringing. So the idea is, you know, it's very useful if you're fighting 1v1 versus somebody, and then their wingman shows up, you'll get that boom sound when they get onto radar range. And the 3rd and the 4th person also, but if you're in a huge furball, you don't want that thing going on and off nonstop. So I cleaned that up. Wingman alarm got renamed to squad alarm. I'll go more into that. I made some improvements on the repair alarm. So once you have somebody fully repaired, you stop getting the repair around. That'll make repairing people a little more intuitive. You'll know when they're fully repaired without even looking at their hull bar. And the last set of changes, hold on a second, is the first pass of wingman support. I've watched Top Gun Maverick and inspired me to improve our wingman support in the game. I really enjoyed the movie, and to me, obviously the movie is very different than the game, and they really focused on like the connection between the pilots and as a player. It's different, but same word, but different, as they say in Thailand. You want to have that connection with the guys you fly with, right? So I want to make it easier for you to, pick a wingman and work with them. And this is just the first part, but your wingman is your squad mate number 1. So whoever is in target memory number 1, and you can put an AI in it to test if you like, if there's nobody on the server. That's your wingman. The wingman will then, I'm gonna, quickly turn it, Spirit Gun, let's say. I'm gonna quickly put in a match on Spirit Gun 1, the free-for-all, let's say that. And I'm gonna put Zopto here as my wingman. And now that he's my wingman, you'll notice even though I don't have him targeted, on the radar he'll show up as a solid blue triangle. So that means your wingman will always be visible either on radar or on the scanner ring, right, on the edge of the radar there. So it's very easy to find them. You don't even have to target them. And if they're flying on your wing, they're flying on your 6, you can just glance at your radar and say, okay, my wingman is right there beside me. Super convenient. The other thing, Zopto, go ahead and, if Zopto has somebody targeted, he does have somebody targeted. He has Look targeted, and where is he? If you fly near your wingman's target, let's see where Loke is at. And even if you don't have that target targeted, like here, so I know Zopto has Loke targeted, so he has that little blue square. That means that you have your wingman's target targeted, and you don't have him targeted at all. You also get this blue square around the enemy diamond. So that means you can coordinate with your wingman without saying a word. Obviously higher level coordination you need to do. And this is actually just the beginning of some of the wingman ideas I had. I'm going to be working on in the near future on Fuel version 1. And there's going to be some UI changes related to that. And I'm going to add the next round of wingman changes at the same time I do that. But yeah, I think it's a nice feature, and I hope we'll see more and more people flying with a dedicated wingman and coordinating with them. Okay. It also works in Nebula Mode. So if you're in Nebula Mode, you just that little small marker. But if you have your wingman's targeted, then you'll get that indicator that you and your wingman are both targeting the same guy. So that'll cut the chatter, and you can focus on more important things. But the sort of basic wingman pair flying, sticking together, keeping an eye on each other's targets and so forth, is much more streamlined, and will continue to get more streamlined in the near future. So that's it for today. I'm gonna say hello now to our latest new pilot to join us, Loke. Welcome to the community, mate.
Hi, thank you.
Hey, Loke. Tell me a little bit about yourself, how you found out about the game, and sort of your background in space games, and then we're gonna do a little duel. I like to do that with new players.
Okay. Yeah, I think I have played space sims like Wing Commander and Freelancer a few years ago. And yeah, I searched for another space sim in the Reddit Hotas forum. Yeah, found this great game.
Oh, great! That's how you found out about us. So, what space games are you? So, what you mentioned, Wing Commander. Did you play the X-Wing series also back in the day?
Yes.
Or what about recent games? Are you playing into the other recent space games?
Yeah, I played Elite Dangerous quite a few times, sometime, and tried Star Citizen, but my PC is not good enough.
Okay, I understand how that is. Yeah, my current PC, I tried it during a free flight. I was actually able to play. I didn't back the game, but man, yeah, it's hard to run, and the previous PC couldn't handle it at all.
Definitely. Yeah.
Well, I'm really happy to have you here and join us from the Hotas Discord. A lot of people do find us there. Were you able to set up your sticks and everything well?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Good. Good. Well, without further ado, since I know the other guys are itching for some combat, let's do a quick duel. And then actually, if Box is ready, you'll be my warm-up before my leaderboard match. I'm currently at the top of the leaderboard, so you're going up against the best of the best of the best. Or actually, I joined the leaderboard first and nobody has challenged me. That's the real reason I'm at the top. So don't be too scared. Let me try a different loadout. I'm gonna put repair on kill. Hey Maxi, stop to refit on, repair on kill, and let me switch my my loadout a little bit. Just gonna try the racer variant. Okay, so if you meet me somewhere of the big asteroid in the center of the map, high up above it. Okay, I found you. We'll do a little. Ooh, nice bomber build. Okay. We'll do a little flyby, and then once we pass each other's wing lines, turn around and engage. Let's do first person to get three wins. See how that goes. Something like that. So do you know how the radar works? Top-down radar, symbols point up if they're above you, symbols point down if they're below you.
Yeah, I think I got it, yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's fly by. I fly the bomber a lot. Here's a tip for anybody who struggles against the bomber. Energy weapons. They're my biggest threat. Once my shields are down, you're not nearly as tanky. And it's a lot harder to avoid the slower weapons in a slower ship than they are in the faster ships where these weapons are easier to avoid. So I just find energy weapons are my Achilles heels, so to speak. Woo! Shield failure there. I was spamming and got punished for it. I feel like I'm dancing in front of an angry bull when I fight this ship. By the way, do you use any sort of head tracking?
No, I don't.
Did you try the padlock in game?
Sorry?
The padlock, it's when your pilot turns his head to keep the opponent in view. We'll talk about
I don't think so.
We talked about that one, the lock, right?
Ah, okay.
It's very useful if you're using the bomber. Because I'm, especially with these angles, I'm like way above your head or way below you. Without the padlock or head tracking, it's a lot harder to keep me in sight. Okay, I managed to get our holes even. I'm not going easy on you, so. Oh god. Got on your 6. Okay. Oof. Got it go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You can't let your guard down. Just gotta get one good hit in. Oh no! You came back from the dead! Very well done. Very well done. Nicely done, mate. Okay, so let me tell you this. So I fly the bomber a lot, and with the bomber, especially when you're going up against light fighters, you probably noticed that was getting like crazy angles on you. And if your pilot's head is in a brace and only looking straight ahead, you're really putting yourself at a disadvantage because you're having to sort of use the radar to track them instead of your eyeballs, and you're not seeing what they're doing, so you can't react to what they're doing as easily. So the game has this feature called Padlock, which I use, and I know a lot of players turn it off because the first time they use it, it can, if you're not used to it, it can be a little bit disorienting. But I do highly recommend, if you're not using TrackIR, VR, or Tobii, to turn it on under cockpit. You can either map it to a button where you press a button to turn it on and off, or put it on auto. Will turn on automatically when you target somebody and they're close to you. And you can set it to either wide or narrow. Wide means pilot will turn his head more, narrow he won't turn as much, it's a little bit less disorienting. Okay. But what's great about it is the pilot will turn his head just like you would in real life to keep the ship in view. It's gonna take a little bit of muscle memory to keep track of which way's up, which way's down, but it really helps in fights. And at any time, if you're using the auto version, you can press smart target to force your pilot to look forward. If you map a button to it, then you can just press that button again to look forward.
Okay, yeah, that's what was Spirit can explain to me yesterday. I think I have it activated, but
do you have it set on auto, or are you using a button?
Every time. No, I have it on auto.
Okay, good. Here, meet me again above the big rock. If you see, there's the little sort of home marker that's usually got it pretty near the rock there, and then fly up above, away from the sort of the ring, and you should eventually. I'll keep an eye out for you. The radar and the scanner array, all those things are line of sight based, so it can take a while to find somebody. Ah, there you are. I've targeted you. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna just come to a stop, and then we can test it real quick. So, you have me targeted, right?
Yes. And
so stand still. Since I'm in front of you right now, it should automatically grab on. If I move to the side, your pilot should turn his head.
That's okay. Yep.
It is. And then if you press smart target again, you should force him to look forward.
Yep.
And then to reacquire, you need to put them back on the center of your screen, and then it'll do it again. You see?
Okay.
And if I get too far out of your field of view, eventually it'll automatically look forward again.
Okay, I see.
And if you set it, I recommend wide padlock on, so that the pilot will turn his head as much as possible, within human limits. Right there in the cockpit menu, but that'll help a lot. Now, from far away, it won't do it. It'll only do it up close, and you have to acquire the target visually first. But very useful. Okay. We'll do this. We'll try the same loadout then. That'll give you a good workout for your padlock, and then I'll try a different ship after this.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it. So you're a new player. Did you ever hear the old alarms? The previous, did you play the build before this one? So you heard the old alarm sounds?
Yes, I did. When did I start? I think three days ago?
Yeah, 3 days ago was the old alarm sound. So these are new. How are you liking them so far?
Yeah, I like them. Spirit Gum already told me where I could download them. So I did that, I think, 2 days ago.
Did you like the new alarms better than the old alarms? Since you're a fresh pair of ears, I'm really curious.
can't say, to be honest.
Okay, no, that's fine.
Because not because of the sounds, but it's just overwhelming in the beginning.
Yeah, no, it's a lot to take in. Yeah, and in this build, the alarms are a lot smarter, like I said during the devlog. So, okay, let's do it then, Loke. Fly past. Ooh, you got hit behind the asteroid. Let's Do you have me target? No, you don't have me targeted. Target me. There you go.
Okay.
And then fly past me, and then we'll start the fight. Yeah, try not to lose sight of me. Lose sight, lose fight, they say. And there's a lot of truth to that. Woo! Good start. Very strong start there. Got a good chunk of my hull there. Okay. There. I took a bite out of your hole. Come on. Whew. Felt that one. Oh. Almost blacked out there. Shit. God. Oh, the laws of physics! Oh, nice.
Good.
Okay. Oh, wow, that's tough. Okay, last fight. This time I'm gonna switch to the bomber.
Okay.
Same, low down. Meet me at the top there. The dogfights must feel pretty different from Elite Dangerous.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't played it in a long time.
I haven't played it very much, but I played it a handful of times. Okay, Loke, let's do this. Target me. There we go. Make sure one tip. Make sure you use all your thrust directions.
Okay.
Up, down, left, right. Try to combine all three of them at the same time. And even the ones that are more likely to red you out, like backwards and downwards, don't forget to mix those in. Take advantage of it all. Okay, now I have a big boy too.
Did alt speeds make rotations faster on heavy fighter at least?
No,
Oh,
rotation is exactly the same.
okay. Must be placebo.
Yeah.
Because last ship I used was the bomber, so now it just feels way faster.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah, it feels. If you switch ships, if you feel it significantly. Woo! Oh shit! Ah! God dang. Okay, well, this is not looking good for Fernando. No sir. No siree.
Oh, close one. Good fight. Oh! That's what happened then. Yeah, that was a long one.
Come on. I was hoping you hit that asteroid. That could have been the lucky break I needed. Oh. Ooh, another loss of physics.
Come on, I'm sorry.
It's okay, that's a very valid way to get a kill. Okay, and you're a tin eagle. I'm glad I could have obliged there.
Okay. Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Oh, well, welcome to the community. You're off to a good start.
Thank you.
I'm gonna take a quick break, Box, and then we do our leaderboard match.
All right.
We can do it. We can do a short one, and then people can just stay out of our way. I think that'd be good. Then we can get to team fights. Yeah, we don't have to do a long one. I need to refocus myself after that to prepare for bomb. Oh boy.
Yeah. It's very funny.
Oh my god.
Nice fight, Maxi.
I'll put the stream on spectator mode so that everybody watching has something cool to see. And it's following Spirit right now. I'll be back in a moment, guys. Hey, Dr. Claw. Good to see you, mate. I'm about to do my leaderboard matches in a moment. Then we're gonna do some team fights. See you in a little bit.
Ox, you wanna go?
Sure, give me a sec. Well, that was brutal.
Good fight, man.
Good fight.
Okay, I'm back. Let's do this. Let me respawn back in. Cutie, I think we're hearing your microphone there. And I'm gonna.
Good fight.
Enemy loadouts off. Box. Why don't you meet me a good distance above the center asteroid? That should be a good spot for us to find. We're doing. These are leaderboard matches between the two of us, so you guys don't attack us. You haven't attacked the bots. They should leave you alone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Enemy loadouts is off, so you don't know my secret loadout. Let's see, what am I gonna use? There was a time where I was expecting somebody to challenge me, and I had been training up a little bit in my spare time, but now I'm out of practice. Oh. Okay, well, I'll do my best to give you a run for your money. Okay, you're in a heavy.
Where are you guys located? Over.
We're gonna be above the big rock. Yeah, but just don't attack us. You can feel free to fly around and watch.
Oh no, got a live audience.
We'll do first to 3 wins. If the fights are going really fast and I'm losing and you want to bump it up to first to 5 wins, we can. But we'll
Yeah,
do first to 3 wins.
Usually I do best of 10 with people, or like I'll do best of 5, and then we're both like, do you want to turn it up to 10? Because it goes by kind of fast.
Yeah.
So it depends on what your tactics are, how long the fights take.
Exactly. I'm in a bomber, so I'm more tanky, so it might take longer. We'll
Yeah,
see how it goes.
If you play to your strengths, then it could take a while in that thing.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we can extend it. I'm gonna move myself to my own voice channel just because I need to focus. Because if I hear people talking, you know, I can't. I'm not gonna be able to give you 100%.
Yeah.
Feel free to.
I'll probably deafen myself for the same reason.
Yeah, use text chat if you want to send me a message. Simple rules: just fly by. Once you pass the wing line, then you turn around and fight. Right?
Yeah.
Everything else is good. Okay, good luck, Box. Best of luck to you.
You too, Fernando.
Thank you.
Good fight, Maxie. fight.
Oh my god, well done. Well done, oh my god. Box up. Oh my god. Poor heart. Dang, that was some epic fighting. Wow. Man, you are a man that likes to live on the edge. You were just like brawling with my bomber like nuts. You were low on energy, but you didn't pull back. You're just like dong, dong. I feel like two guys just like wailing on each other with hammers. It was awesome. Oh my god.
Consistent with that heavy cannon.
Yeah, this is the build that I had been practicing with. Well, before it was flak hole ATC. But I do flak hole inertia dampeners, just to, because I feel like, you know, with the big ships, you want as much maneuverability as possible.
Sorry, just undeafened myself. I
Yeah.
forgot that I was in the VC.
Let me. What was your? I was flak hole DMP.
I was heavy cannon hull boost.
Boost. Yeah. I tried boost, but I prefer the DMP. They both give you a maneuverability buff, but the DMP I find it, a little bit easier to use.
Yeah,
But
I want to experiment with
DMP and
DMP
boost.
and boost. Yeah, now that,
That
we
would
don't
make
need
you-
ATC on the pip.
That, because you can pull a lot more G's with DMP, and then with
Yeah.
boost you can accelerate more. So the two together, but man, it was nuts, those up close fights. And I could not let you. If you got behind me even once, with the new alarms, it's really clear when you get those pancake shots on me. So I was trying to deny them to you as much as possible. But then you were really good at even the face-to-face when we weren't quite pancaking each other, just like barely like hitting me. Why barely? And I have a faster weapon, and I have spread, and you were still managing to like in that little, like every inch counted. You know what I mean? Like we're like those fights were pretty nuts.
It was the opposite way for me, because if I let you keep me in front of you, you were gonna win with
Yeah.
flak. You were faster gun than me, and more spread and more tankiness especially. So I had to take the risk and push it despite my shields being at 0 the whole time, and just trying to keep above you and then get the damage bonus as well. That's, just really go for it and not care about the shields being 0 pretty much. So, there were
Avoiding everything.
some moments where I was like, okay, I'm gonna let it recharge a little bit, but then I'm gonna go right back in. But then it just went down again, so it didn't really feel that useful. The moments where I just went in for it and didn't care, that was really
balls to the wall.
It was nerve-wracking though, because I was like, if I make one mistake now, he's just gonna turn around and shoot me and take massive damage off me.
Yeah. Well, I was pretty scared too, because even though I had energy, because I had the kinetic weapon doesn't use energy, the heavy cannon is really good at draining my energy. And once my shields are gone, then the amount of whole damage I take is so much more that I'm not quite as tanky as I normally am. So I was so afraid of those consecutive hits when you manage to go boom, boom.
Yeah, I was
boom.
trying to get that.
Oh,
Because
one
of that,
time,
yeah.
one fight, literally, if you had gone to one more heavy cannon hit, I'm sure I would have been dead. But I managed to like squeeze out and
yeah,
get a little bit of energy back up.
I wasn't watching the health status, and I was like, he must be almost dead. He must be almost dead. I looked down, he's only halfway dead. I'm like, oh, crap.
I'm good at staying alive. And I'm good at managing my energy too. So I was really like, every moment I couldn't avoid boosting, I would avoid boosting. I would keep an eye on my energy as much as possible.
Yeah, same. What I was doing to hold my position on you was, rather than continually boosting, I was just letting myself drift and let myself sort of sustain a drift on top of you. And then while I was getting my shots in up close, my shield was recharging a bit up close as well.
Wow.
But that also helped me just control it, just like making little throttles and modulations on the input rather than like constantly holding boost one way.
Yep.
Just drifting it and making little adjustments that it made for like a lot of fine control up close, I found. And it was tempting to just hold down boost and go crazy, but that was the scariest part of it for me, like resisting the urge to do that in such a dangerous position. But like I've got to stay relaxed and just let it drift here, so I can hold myself up close. So that was like kind of akin to some of the IL-2 fights that I've done before in that game.
Nice.
So I like
Nice.
that. Yeah.
Well, we'll have to do a rematch next time. I don't know how people last 10 fights versus you. Well, you'll end up winning just based on I have no energy left in my body. Just drain me. It won't be the ship I'm worried about. That was so intense. Next time maybe we can do Nebula fights. I'd love to do some Nebula.
Yeah.
Do you even lift, bro?
Do you lift keyboards?
I do exercise,
Do you
but
bench press keyboards?
it's not physical. It's just emotional. Like the amount of like focus. I don't know. It's hard to maintain it fight after fight.
Yeah, it's tiring.
Okay, let's do a match on. So the main, we'll do the first fight without Nebula because we're testing out this new alternate speed version 3. The two things I want you guys to focus on is number one, if you want to go fast, you're gonna have to use boost and power burn. So you should all, before we start the fight, we should be comfortable with how it works, right? If you do regular thrust, you'll see you'll hit your regular. If you do regular thrust, you'll hit your regular 356 meters per second more, right? Then if you do power burn, go up to 456, and then you'll start gaining speed at a more slower rate as you hit that limit. If you do power burn, you'll go up to your max speed, and you'll break that soft speed limit at a higher rate, just like before. None of that has changed. But what changes is when you're not boosting and not power burning, your ship will gradually slow down back to 356, right? So if you want to go somewhere fast, let's say you want to help your wingman that's in trouble, then usually what you want to do is power burn, and once you're done power burning, just do a forward boost to maintain it. Okay? You're going to have to worry about your G-forces more because they will build up over time, and you have that smoke, but you can go, if you do that, power burn to get to max speed and then hold forward boost, you can maintain that speed. But it's going to be a lot more exciting because you won't be able to just reach max speed and then just drift away there. You're going to have to actually expend energy. In the future, you'll have to expend fuel. So you'll have to think a lot more about your traversal. Once you get into combat, it's relatively soft touch, so you won't notice as much, although it is having that effect. The main difference you're going to notice is where in those fur balls, they won't be quite as spread out as they were in the past. So your wingmen should be closer by, and the battle should be more exciting. I felt like that was, besides the difficulty adjustment of Nebula, one of the things that I really enjoyed about it is that when I was in a fur ball, I could see the other fur ball sort of happening nearby, and sort of. With the old system, once you drifted, the battle sort of drifted apart. So I'm hoping this will help retain a similar feel while keeping the fights closer together. But yeah, it's important you know how that works so that you can get to your wingman, get to the battle, retreat quickly, use your boost and use your power burn to do that. It also should make chasing more interesting. Before, again, if you use power burn to get up to speed, you could drift. Now you're gonna have to use energy and heat to keep it up. So the guy chasing you should have more opportunities to cut you off, and it should be a little bit more difficult for you to run away than before. So let's split up into teams, guys. Let me see. We got everybody clear on how that works. I'm gonna turn off the bots. And there's 7 of us. We're gonna do regular attrition. Enemy call signs will be off. Enemy low lights off. Stop to refit off. Repair on kill off. Turrets are on. Again, human pilots are worth 10 points. Turret kills are worth 1 point. If you kill somebody near base, they're worth 15 points. Salvage is on. So you can also, and there's some salvage spawn near the center at the beginning match. If you want to do salvage to help your team, that also works. Each bit of salvage is worth 3. You can carry multiple of them if you have a cargo hold, fewer of them if you have the munitions unit. Let's see what teams we're gonna do. I should probably turn on the break so I can see everybody's names. Oh, it's 4v4 now. Okay.
I was just spectating for a minute to grab a snack.
Is that you, Clark?
What's the thing that we're supposed to be testing right now?
We're testing a new speed limit feature.
Okay.
Basically, if you're not boosting or power burning, the game will gradually slow you down to your regular maximum thruster speed.
Okay.
So the main thing you got to be, once you're in a fight, it's not going to feel that different. But when you're going from point A to point B, make sure you're using your power burn to get up to max speed, and then use your forward boost to maintain it.
Okay, yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Okay. And who's a non-1? Is that you, Daze? That must be Daze. Yeah, that's Daze. Zopto, you're too good. So why don't you switch with Loke, maybe, huh? Loke and Zopto switch teams. I don't want too many strong guys on this team. And Loke, you can switch teams at the bottom of the refit menu. And Daze and Spirit also switch, actually, because I want Loke to have somebody, a wingman that he can talk to. And see him playing with Spirit. The new player. There we go. Daze switch to the other team. There we go. So it'll be Box, Lokes, and Spirit, and I versus Maxi, Claw, Zopto, and Daze. I'm gonna split us into different channels. Give you guys a moment to come up with some strats.
Some voice right now?
Yeah, I'm the only one here that... No, I can speak. I was just wasn't speaking earlier.
No, it's okay.
Okay, plan is I don't have a plan, so there we go. I have no plan. Oh crap!
In the world?
Where's Spirit over here?
Start.
Cannon, EMP. Do I want to take mobile munitions unit to like manufacture my own missiles? Oh boy, doesn't it default to the first weapon in the list though? Or does it default to the weapon with the lowest ammo? I can't remember.
Actually, I have no idea. I haven't
Oh,
played
all
in
weapons?
a while.
But Flak isn't good at breaking wreckage. I don't think it's good at breaking wreckages. Actually, yeah, I think it's terrible. But it'd be nice to manufacture. Yeah, but I want to like manufacture missiles instead of having to go back and like reload them because that's a pain to do. I guess I could make you rockets too, actually. Yeah, I mean, I might as well, unless you want to take it, but I can take it. I have a slot I can just kind of swap out. Speaking of which, I can test that right now, actually. No, he turned into a wreckage. Okay. you got blown up. I mean, up to you. I can switch out hull because I'm not too picky about it, but. Your ammo is full. My ammo is full. No. It has built-in. It has a boost. It doesn't have built-in DMP. It's got like a lesser version of boost. That's the only difference. It's like it just has half a boost built in. In exchange, you have no pips. Like no, it doesn't have built-in DMP. If it did, that'd be a bit of a problem, but it doesn't. So base acceleration, because boost just boosts your acceleration. Yeah, so you can stack boost and racing variant for a lot of acceleration bonus, but have been blacking out somewhat fast. I can spend my time using black on a. Oh, if you're gonna run MMU, I guess I could have you reload me, but kind of a pain. I mean, but since the speeds are reduced, it's a lot easier to fly up like in synchronization. So I don't know. Yeah, but. You could use multi-tool, which is like just plasma cannon and the bomber. Maybe I'll go silent running and annoy the crap out of people. Does silent running affect my own missiles? I don't actually know. No, it does. It affects my own missiles. It makes them stop tracking. Dang it. Okay. Wait, they're still tracking you. Wait a second, what? No, they're still tracking you. I think it might just be reduced tracking capability. I have no idea. Yeah, LRM won't track at all. Maybe. Yeah, we're ready.
Okay.
You know what? I'll try it. If it doesn't work out, I'll just switch it out. Being the bane of my own existence, but yeah, I'll try it. Why not? It'd be very annoying. I'm not using the missiles to like. Yeah, but that's not my goal in the scenario. I mainly use the missiles to like displace the enemy. I don't actually use them to hit the enemy. So it's worth a shot, I suppose. Yeah. Okay, time to run. Oh man, you generate so much heat if you power burn with SLR. Yeah, I'm not using SLR. That's just too annoying. I'll have to swap it out at some point. Have the chance. Are we that close to our capital? Yeah, we are. Huh. I'm gonna take MMU. Oh, I found a neat little bug. Huh. Well, I'm out of missiles, oh gosh. To fight the box. Is he running? No, he's just he backed up behind it. Ow, that hurts. Ooh, okay. Good. Okay, got him, but I'm dead. Okay. Actually, if you're just gonna run MMU, I'll just gonna pull. It's probably pretty easy to find you. All things considered. I'll cover you, unless I don't think there's nobody chasing. What are we gonna? I guess we can pick up some of these wreckages while we're here. If you want to come get them. There's a fair few around. You need Maxi, you need something to actually carry the wreckage, right? You can't just pick them up. Don't you already have? Oh, I'm not the one with the person to pick it up. That was Dave's. They don't want to move. Oh, I guess we're going in. I hit a few too many times. You know what you could do to be really annoying is switch to SRS. Max, if you want to fall back, I'm coming to help, but oh, you got a bunch of people on you, never mind. I wouldn't bother chasing him. He's just gonna keep running in circles until we get dragged back into their base. Well, we could get some nice bonus points. I don't know if it's really worth. Yeah, it's worth it. Screw it. He's just gonna fly in circles. He's gonna land. Got him. Okay. I would advise getting out of here. I need to go repair anyway, so I'm gonna ditch. Coming back. Oh, they're all on me. Okay. I'm gonna become wreckage delivery man. I have the urge and the need. Are there any other wreckages? There's one. I have a fair amount of wreckages. I'm coming back to the capital ship. Oh my gosh, I have to sit here and wait for it to reload my missiles before it... Oh wait, I can hold it down to override it. No, I can't. Yes, I can. There we go. That brought us right back up. See if I can get this last wreckage over here for like some... That's over. Perfect. Grab it, grab it, grab it, come on. You slow bomber. Hey, nobody die, please. Nobody die, we can win. No! It saying. I only have one wreckage on me. Ah, okay. Man. Yeah, Vulcan heavy cannon missiles. Why not? Just have all three.
Thing real quick. We can do another match.
Block.
Guys, hope you have fun. That was what I thought we were gone when I saw Zopto deliver that wreck.
Like 91 to 90.
Yeah,
Got
it was
good
close.
kill. Good kill camping when I was trying to repair, by the way.
Yeah, I was
So-
waiting for you to
I knew you
swing
were.
around until I. Yeah.
Did you guys take advantage of the new wingman feature? I found that really helpful.
No, I didn't.
But you guys are not as coordinated.
Of course you didn't.
No.
I never have a wingman. Blah.
When I work on fuel, I'm gonna make it so you can see your wingman's hull and energy at all times, and also see how close they are to their target and whether or not that target is your target on the display itself.
Where are
And
you gonna?
you'll
What? Where are you gonna
Yeah.
put that?
Yeah, I figured out a simple way of doing it.
Nowhere.
And then,
You can make a turret a wingman.
yeah,
Yes.
it's gonna be really nice. So think of there'll be a improved version of this once I work on the fuel. Because the idea for the fuel is the speed line will display your fuel instead of your speed. If you target somebody, the signature line, if it's an ally, will show their fuel, so you can see your allies how much their fuel is, so you can refuel them in the future. And then for your wingman, SIG is going to be WNG for wingman, and it'll show the wingman's target lock indicator, so you can tell if your wingman's been targeted by an enemy, for example, or they're targeted by more than one enemy. It's the mirror of your lock indicator, but for your wingman. So you'll have an idea of how under threat your wingman or your wing leader is. And then the signature bar will be a mini version of the whole shield bar for your wingman. And then right above that, right above where it says SIG, you'll see your wingman's distance at all times. And above that, you'll see the distance to their target at all times. And if you have their same target targeted, they'll have brackets around it. So you'll have all the information you know to really work as a tightly packed pair.
Oh, finally, the signature bar is going to be useful.
Yeah, well, it won't
And
be
no
signature
longer be
bar.
the signature bar.
Yeah, and it doesn't require any UI work from Ivan or anything. And if he wants to do a fancier version later down the road, but it's not a lot of work for me either. And I figure I'll do it at the same time I do Fuel version 1, and I think it'll be a lot nicer than what we have right now and easy to use. Because I really like the experience of like following your leader in and like helping them out, and I think it's a really good way to bring new players under your wing too, you know, so they're not just out there by themselves. You guys want to do a rematch? These teams felt pretty even.
Okay, so to add on to the wingman thing real quick, do you
Yeah.
think we could have a separate keybind to add a wingman? Like, I like having, because I do use the pilot, whatever, the 1, 2, 3, 4, but I think having a separate button for a wingman, like you have your wingman and then 1, 2, 3, 4, rather than wingman being one. I don't know. That's just me.
What is it?
I
to
just
get
a dedicated
have more
wingman. I just want a dedicated wingman button.
You did have dedicated wingman button. It's called number 1. Whatever you have.
Yeah.
After the wingman.
No.
I only added it if I think it's really needed because we
Do
have
we need
plenty
more
of keybinds.
keybinds? I don't know.
You know, and it maps really well to a hat switch, which is why I went with 4. But okay, guys, we'll do a rematch. Same teams. And let's go.
Oh yeah, I found the most inconsequential bug ever.
What was that?
If
Well,
you
tell
have
me
S-
later. Actually, tell
yeah,
me
I'll
later.
play
tell me
later. It doesn't even matter. It's just really funny.
Okay.
Okay. New plan. Don't die. Why is yeah? Go away, Fernando. I don't really think you should really take MMU if you're gonna run Flak, because Flak is like awful at destroying wreckages. You'd be better taking like, yeah, I don't know, but Flak's not that good at killing wreckages. I think it's like the worst weapon to do it with, actually. I wonder if you could run missiles, SRS. Use the SRS. Can you just use the missiles to blow it up, and then use the missiles to make? I wonder. Use SRS. You're gonna have a lot of SRS. Use those to blow up the wreckages. I wonder. I have to try that in the future. Do LRMs only. I mean, you could annoy people with both kinds of missiles. I'm running missiles, 'cause they're not terrible now. You have to actually pay attention a little bit. Yes, all the missiles. What are they? Oh, they're homing on you. Just a thought, I suppose. Yeah. I might switch to a cargo. I think switching to a cargo hauler in the later of the match is better than doing it from the get-go. Because usually by then there's a few wreckages around, and in a bomber you can hold 9? I think, I don't know, a lot. The answer's a lot. I mean, just don't target anybody. They won't home if you don't target anybody, so... That's what I'm saying, you could probably use them for picking up wreckages. I don't know how effective it would be, but it might work. Grabbing. Yeah, but maybe. I guess we're starting. Okay. Yeah, infinitely multiplying LRMs.
They're in the right.
Yeah. Are they hiding behind the rock? Hey, why is there a wreckage already there? Wasn't that supposed to reset?
Yeah, there's somebody up here.
Hey.
Yeah, they're all coming up this way.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, they split off into 2. I guess you can do that to see if it would actually work to blow them up with LRM or SRS. There's one like right over here. Now I guess we're going in. Are they all on the heavy? Box is almost dead. No! Ah! He's almost dead. I'm gonna be in the heavy. I need to survive. I'm gonna get ganked like that. Alright, I'm coming back. Ooh, I don't want to be right next to the captain. Actually, yes I do. Never mind, I'm getting shot by all of them. Oh my gosh, they all like... Why do they all like it so much? I can't fly in at all. Because they just ganked me. Like, oh, I can't do anything. I'm gonna have to switch to some funky loadout to make them think it's not me. Which I don't think that's gonna be possible. Ah, whatever. Where'd you guys go? Oh, one of them's trying to land or what? What is he? Alright, I'm here. Oh, you got hit. I need to leave.
Yeah.
I need to get out of there. I'd imagine they're gonna follow me. They're gonna get ganked for the 3rd time in a row. Oh, nice. I saw that. Okay, now he's running away. Ow! How did I... Oh my gosh, I flew right into those. Does that actually work? It does work, look at that. Oh, somebody's trying to land. Not on my watch. Move! Move! Yes, stupid ship. Yeah, I figured you'd be able to use them pretty decently in that regard. Ow. Ow! Where did he come from? Ah, yeah, I haven't gotten a single kill. I'm doing awful.
Somewhere.
Alright, let's go, Maxi. Yeah, they're all gonna gank me. Oh, no, they're not. Yes, they are. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. This is not going well. Nope. I only got one wreckage from that. I don't want to. Should equip it so hard. There's probably a lot of wreckages near their capital ship. Also, I have multi-tool, so I can carry. Where did we all die at? Somewhere. Ah, there's a wreckage. Oh my gosh, I can't hit this stupid small cylinder. Does it blow it up in one hit? 2 missiles, that, yeah. Huh. Cool if you could target it. Scrapping missiles. Oh, that's a neat suggestion. Like, scrapping missiles, that scrap stuff. mean, this is over the moment. Like, they got like a 10-point lead. Or a 10-kill lead.
Oh, I'm getting pretty tired. I need to take this 5 off my head.
All right.
Oh, right.
I guess.
Yeah, you did some good support. It was good. It was good.
We'll have to watch
Every
this
single
beginning.
time. Every single time I arrive, I got ganked immediately.
I was just following my wing leader. I was following Box. His target was my target.
I can sense which one is up to.
Yeah, and I couldn't. As soon as I got there, I died. I couldn't do anything. Like, oh man.
I'm gonna do free for all, just to take it more easy. Harvester. And
No.
you guys want to do Nebula on or off?
On.
Oh, not on.
Not on. Okay, I'll do it off, but I'm gonna fly a racer ship.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do that.
I have to cut out, guys. Thanks for the games.
Thank you.
Goodbye,
Thank you,
man.
Claw.
Totally. Around.
See ya.
Bye.
Let me turn
Take
on
care.
stop to refit. Stop to refit will be on, but repair on kill will be off.
It's actually a standard bounty hunt for once.
Yeah, just a bounty hunt.
Are we Nebula or no Nebula?
No Nebula, but if you want an extra challenge, you can put on a racing ship. But and you might want to equip SLR in case you come up against somebody who's really strong. Zopto had an idea for a weapon.
Yeah.
What was
So
that?
basically, me and Days were talking, and like I wonder if SRS is good at killing missiles to get like self-replicating SRS missiles, and then he did it, and they like were really good at it, and so I got the idea of like
They're really good at what?
they're really good at scrapping wreckages.
Ah, we'll
So
have
I'm
to
like,
watch-
what if we had like scrapping missiles that you shot them out and they seeked out wreckages or something?
that'll make salvage too easy.
No, I know, but
Kinda
it-
intuitive.
I don't know. Yeah, a single missile like. is a scrap.
No. I will probably, long term. I do eventually want to do ion weapons, and there'll be ion missiles for sure. And there could be other kinds of missiles and stuff too. But yeah, I wouldn't do it because the thing is with scrapping, it's already the thing isn't fighting back, right?
No,
So
I know.
I want it to be about matching the speed with the scrap, aiming. There's no pips for a reason too. So if you could just send out swarms. People are really good at ruining games. Not everybody, but some people.
Oh, yeah,
are
I
really good
know,
at
I
ruining
get
games for themselves. Whatever. If there's an easy path to victory that is actually is cool, but it'll get boring real quick.
I know, it's
So-
a dumb idea I thought of. Like,
It's
oh,
okay.
why are we scrapping?
I'm gonna get some water. Don't kill me.
We don't know who you are.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Then I'll go to spectator mode.
If you see a water bottle floating around, that's him.
Chat Verde. Spirit knows who I really am. Spirit, who is Chat Verde?
I don't know.
He will be. We'll have to watch this from the beginning. Salt Vulture. Spirit knows who I am. Who I really am.
I know he is. Where is this at? Where are you
This
reading
is
at?
Twitch chat. This is my Twitch
Ah,
chat.
I see.
I'm a pro streamer, I'm probably the worst.
I like this.
streamer.
This
on Twitch,
wingman
right?
stuff is super great, man. I like.
Oh,
it.
it's very nice. It's gonna get a lot better. I mean, I'm gonna do it when I do the other idea I had was for Nebula. You do get that little marker, like that you're for Nebula. I purposely kept the HUD a minimum, but I'm thinking of in Nebula, if you have a wingman, you will see your wingman's marker, it'll be similar to your current like ship marker and your wingman's target marker. So you can get up to 3 little markers in Nebula, which will really encourage you to fly with your wingman in the Nebula super close to one another. And the other idea I had is if you're within radar range of each other, have them share radar and contact information, so you get a little bit more of a bubble of sensor information on your scanner list, on your contacts display and on your scanner ring.
Yeah, that was some fun combat though.
Yeah,
That was
it's
like the
fun.
best team fight, I think, because
That was the most coordinated we've ever been.
right, it wasn't Box saying, "I need help, I need help." I'm like, "Where's Box?"
Normally,
Yeah, that's how it usually goes.
normally it's like it's people screaming for help randomly and us being in like 10 different directions. Oh,
Yeah,
nice
we
flying
didn't do
there,
anything.
Fox.
In space, no one can hear you read.
Well, that just I mean, the first fight you guys did really well. You almost beat us, but then by the second fight, our closer team coordination gave us the leg up.
Yeah,
You
every
guys-
time I got it's just like a wall. As soon as I entered the wall, I died. Literally, what happened?
But it's really fun. I would just fly really
Maxi.
close to Box, and I would see I could see on my HUD who he had targeted. So I
Maxi,
just
is this
target
you?
him.
Yeah, that's Maxi.
I'll be right back. And then I'm gonna do some Nebula and Eraser.
So mad.
In the second fight, I did a strafe by the capital ship, and I kind of forgot I had like 20 missiles behind me, and I just like slammed myself into every single missile.
Playing with the Rubik's Cube.
Okay. No! I'm getting yanked! Alright, get back here. Fine.
Ah!
Nope, I don't exist.
It's cool to third party, right?
Yeah, this is like a standard free-for-all.
Yeah. Standard free for all. So you're encouraged to third party, encouraged to steal people's kill, to be sneaky, devious, but that means you need to be just as aware about your surroundings.
You
It's
can
like,
steal their candy.
yeah,
Got it.
Imagine it's a real war. In real war, let me tell you, World War. I read a lot of books from fighter pilots, and they didn't play fair. They played to kill. The easier they could get the kill, the more blind the enemy was, the better. So think of it that way.
Would you like a repair?
Man, that guy's nice.
He repaired me free
Oh,
of
all
charge.
these people want repairs, I see.
Did you try with the plasma cannon?
Yeah, it's matched pip. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's a bit slow for every situation.
Yeah, like the same weapon. Not. Oh crap! I'm out of missiles.
Hey, how's it going?
You will become my missiles.
Hey, who is it?
Sky.
Hey, Tor.
Good fight, Box.
We're just enjoying a nice, bloody, no rules free for all.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh yeah.
Come here. All right.
Oh, the names are hidden.
Oh yeah. No names, no loadouts.
Yeah. Ow.
Ah, he's right in the sun. I can't see.
It's not efficient. It's not efficient.
Oh! A non-one save mass. Let's see if I can get out of here. You almost had me, Box. I was down to like the last 10% of my whole. Oh! Whoop! Whoop!
Oh,
Lost
that's
it.
not the build I want. Different. Foxy, you're hitting pretty consistent with that heavy cannon, man.
It's thanks to the lower speed, I think, with this test parameter.
Yeah.
Makes it a bit more doable.
Yeah, because with the energy weapons, the worst thing is when people are like running away, and you're just chasing them, and you just can't.
Of course, you
It's
can
harder.
still evade it. You just have to. You need to think about it more.
It just takes more effort. Because I remember in team fights, the heavy cannon was really hard to. So you'd always just be chasing. It was really hard.
Yeah, it's hard to use, especially
I
without
mean,
pips.
it's still harder than Vulcan, but it's a lot better than it
Very
was
hard.
before this change.
I don't know what this is, but
My bullets just went through them. Okay.
Oh, I was wise to equip SLR to save my ass. I managed to disengage with only 10% of my hull left.
I can't hang with heavy cannon.
Oh. Nice one.
Shit. Oh. Woo! God dang. Oh my god. Oh god.
Yeah, no.
He got me, Tor. I crashed. I almost blacked out completely. You got me.
Hide, hide, hide.
God, I got two of them on me. Oh, that was Tor.
Oh, this is a mistake. This is a mistake. Time to get out of here.
No, come back in. You think you can just come into somebody's house?
Yes, I
and
can.
shoot them.
Yes, I can. Bye bye. I'm leaving.
Good riddance.
I can't believe I survived that. Oh my gosh.
Where was I? Oh, there we go.
I saw like, oh, a bomber that's like almost dead. I should go invest.
Oh,
Yeah, but I almost felt
juicy,
that this
totally
person-
not super tanky bomber in a enclosed environment.
Who is this? Don't steal my kill now! I got who's an alt too. Oh man, I almost completely destroyed him in a single ambush, and then Spirit Gum took it. Dang it! Oh, his ult got me. Oh.
Brutal.
Equip a second weapon. Double the ammo. You can reload, by the way, in any of the 4 arms of the space station.
Nice.
I'll make a truce with any bomber. We should be bombers together.
No alliances.
Oh gosh, there's a lot of. I hit. Oh my gosh.
Yeah?
I don't know if those hit me or if I didn't them hit the. But yeah, okay.
Ah, shit. Ah, he got me, Tor.
I was waiting for you to overheat.
Smart man.
Oh, why'd you leave me? Oh, come on.
Finally.
Oh, that's a wall.
Okay, I just managed to do like 40% of hull damage to myself just by crashing into things over and over again.
Ow.
Nice try.
Saw me coming.
Is that you, Days? You leaving me?
These freaking SRSs, man. No! Boom!
Ooh, I overshot that.
Hello.
Easy. I got up right just in time.
What are you doing in my repair station? It says B on it. B for box. That's the mine.
What are you doing in my swamp? But it's your repair cave. Now you gotta add the repair cave.
Say goodbye to your repairs, Spirit Gun. I'll take a repair now.
I'll change my.
Ooh, I had a lag spike.
That fellow across the hall hasn't noticed yet.
Oh.
Oh,
You noticed too late and then someone else started shooting him. I think I'll sneak in on this little kill then. I'll give this other guy something to worry about.
You guys are dumpster divers.
Was born and raised. Hi, what I assume is Box. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Just enjoying this.
Yeah,
green
I got
Gatorade.
Tor. I can retire now. I've been stalking you with my SLR all this time, trying to kill you, Tor.
I bet you die before I do.
Okay.
I'm not even evading right now. I'm just.
Okay. Hey! I was standing. Spectate. Oh, I can't spectate. Who made it so you can't spectate if you have a damaged hull?
I don't know. That's a wall.
Oh shit!
I did.
No. This took a turn for the worst. Who's that heavy?
Oh no! The multi-tool healed me.
Yeah, I saw you looking for a repair, so I gave you a repair.
Friendly neighborhood repairman. Okay, guys, it's getting late over here. The whole family is asleep, so I'm gonna call it a night.
He's getting
But
noise complaints.
It was a blast.
Good times.
Goodbye to everybody. Good teamwork.
Goodbye
A lot
to
of
you guys.
missiles. Oh man.
It was fun watching you guys.
Thank you, Saltine.
Thanks.
Are you feeling better, mate?
Yeah, I'm actually Salt Vulture. Ask Spirit about it. But yeah, but now Dion's kind of well, she had it. She's on the mend, so I'm doing house tasks. So otherwise, I would have been there. I got to go back and look and see what you say about what changes you made. But it was fun.
Cool. I'll be posting a devlog tomorrow. I should write a reminder so I don't forget to post it. But yeah, it turned out pretty nice, I think. Devlog. Okay, guys. Hey, look. Before I leave, since you're the new guy, I hope you had a fun playtest, your first one. So how has it been so far?
Yeah, nice. I liked it very much.
Good. You've adapted quickly. We threw you into the deep end of the pool, and you swam like a champ.
Thanks.
It was a pleasure. Okay, see you guys.
Bye bye.
Yo.
Bye bye.
Oh my gosh.
It was a good fight, man.
Oh crap. Now I have somebody on